good afternoon to you. Welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports. Live today from Camp Point Central High School as the 9-0 Central Panthers play host to the 5-4 West Central Cougars in round one of the IHSA Class 1A state playoffs. Alongside Jack Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. John's alongside manning the camera this afternoon. It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you've chosen to spend a little bit of your afternoon with us in what should be a fun matchup. Two WIVC teams going head-to-head, trying to move on in these playoffs. We'll talk about the matchup. We'll preview what else is going on in Class 1A on the playoff side and other classes. Look at some scores from last night and more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power, backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package, offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank here to serve the area with the best in banking services close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Playoff season here, Jack, and it feels like it. A little cool today. High going to be in the mid-40s. A nice brisk breeze shockingly blowing here at Camp Point Central High School, and the fans have pulled out the Carhartt coats and the stocking caps for today's matchup, and it's the same matchup you watched these two teams play the first game of the season.
It's very interesting. Of course, it was about 90 degrees that day. We did not know a lot about Eli Crane at that point, and that sophomore got some playing time in the second through the fourth quarter. And we found out Eli Crane is a load to bring down, so he's going to be in the starting lineup today. That'll be a bit different. Riker Ford now at the end of his senior year, and he's been a 3+ year starter, and he can put the ball on the target if he's got people that will catch the ball for him. And apparently the last few weeks, people have caught the ball when he's thrown it to them because they put up a lot of points in the last couple of weeks.
Taking a look at some stats on today's matchup, Camp Point Central enters 9-0. They've outscored their opponents 426-39 on the year. Against playoff opponents this season, that 50-8 win over West Central in Week 1, a Week 2 win 24-6 over Greenfield Northwestern, and a 27-6 win over Brown County back in Week 6. This is the 17th consecutive playoff appearance for Camp Point Central, 14th under head coach Brad Dixon, who in his 15th year is 145-27. Of course, the Panthers lost in the semifinals last year to eventual state champion Belleville Althoff, 58-19. West Central 5-4 on the season for the Cougars. They've outscored their opponents 252-219 on the season. Against playoff opponents, a loss to Camp Point Central 50-8 in Week 1, a close loss 15-12 to Carrollton in Week 4, lost in Week 5 to Calhoun 49-8, and lost in Week 7 to Greenfield Northwestern 36-6. A key win for this squad came in Week 8, a win over Unity Payson in a thriller 58-50 was the final in that contest, and a key victory obviously for West Central in order to clinch their playoff spot. This is their third consecutive playoff appearance, fourth total under head coach Matt Coltis, who is 34-29. Entering today's contest is the head coach for the Cougars, who last season saw their year come to an end in round one, 44-8 to Carrollton. Since Camp Point Central entered the WIBC back in the 2012-2013 season, the Panthers hold a 7-1 advantage in this series over West Central. In the fall of 2012, they beat West Central 30-8. In 13, it was 35-0. In 14, 49-0. West Central, their lone victory came back in the fall of 2015, a 20-0 win over Camp Point Central. The Panthers have won 4 in a row in 16, 19, 23, and then earlier this season as well. So Camp Point Central has dominated the series, but Jack, honestly, none of that matters as you enter the postseason. It's who finishes with the higher score at the end of today's contest who gets to move on.
You go back just a few years ago when West Central traveled to Decatur, St. Teresa, excuse me, and Decatur, St. Teresa at that time was still a pretty good powerhouse. And if you remember, one of the local media sources said, we only brought you the second half of this game, but what a second half it was, because West Central came away with the victory and a huge upset. And as you told me about Mount Zion losing last night, other teams like Geneseo having to score right at the end of the game to come back from a loss earlier in the season, anything can happen in the new season called the playoffs.
That is true, and both teams, as we talked about, have been in the playoffs before. And, of course, Camp Point Central's had a longer run in the playoffs. West Central trying to get past that first round, a little bit of a jinx they've had for the last couple of times. And, you know, this is a squad that's a pretty tough group. It's just a lot of guys having to play both ways, and that really can wear on you, especially when you're playing against a squad like Central who can run a lot of bodies in and out.
10 out of 11 kids will be on the field both ways to start the game today unofficially. But we want to go back to Matt Coltis. Matt Coltis is the head coach, and he took over this program after they had a few other coaches. But Matt was the youth football coach for many, many years and kept that alive and built that into quite a program. And so Matt has Grant DeWitt with him, who's a really good football mind. And then a lot of former West Central and Winchester Wildcat football players helping him coach. And Matt and Jimmy Reardon, in fact, played together on some of the better Winchester teams they ever had.
The Cougars taking the field here as we're 32 minutes ahead of kickoff for their pregame warm-ups. They were out a little bit earlier with some of their skill guys, Jack, and they weren't wearing T-shirts earlier, so you talk about toughness. I'm not sure if that's toughness or craziness, but probably a mix of the two. And everybody is in full attire as they come out to the field here on this afternoon. Let's step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. As we count down to kickoff, we'll take a look at what else is happening in Class 1A today next on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
At Farmer State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmer State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmer State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition means hometown pride.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stott C Automotive and Tire.
Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
Game Masters has your only indoor archery range. Come in and sharpen your skills at our 40-yard range. This state-of-the-art facility has over 30 3D targets and a virtual simulator. We offer hourly and daily rates along with monthly and annual memberships. Our memberships include range access from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can come in and shoot at your convenience. Check out our Facebook page to find our membership options and discounts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Press Yours on You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For businesses and organizations, we've got you covered with professional screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and custom banners. From team apparel to promotional products, we'll help your brand shine. Come see why Press Yours on You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours on You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for shopping local.
Dear Western Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. In Class 1A today, we'll start at the south side of the bracket. Calhoun is playing host to Villa Grove. That's a 1:30 scheduled kickoff. Greenfield Northwestern welcomes in Cesar-Valier at 2 o'clock. Casey Westfield is playing host to Bridgeport Red Hill. That's at 7 o'clock this evening. Nokomis travels to Tuscola for a 3 o'clock kickoff. Of course, then we have Camp Point Central and West Central here. Brown County just down the road playing host to Athens at 1 o'clock. Also, Dupo hosting Salt Fork at 1 p.m. And Oakwood plays host to Carrollton at 2 o'clock this afternoon. On the northern side of the bracket in Class 1A, Stockton is hosting Galena at 1 p.m. Also a 1 p.m. start for Hayworth at Princeville and Knoxville at Clifton Central. I can also tell you that Rushville Industry plays host to Dwight. That's a 2 o'clock kickoff. Anawan Weathersfield hosting Stark County at 1 p.m. Chicago Crane welcomes Deer Creek Mackinac to town at a 4:30 start time. Leno Winslow plays host to Forreston at 1 o'clock. In Gibson City, Melvin Sibley has Ottawa Marquette in a 1 o'clock start time as well. The Class 1A field, Jack, not going to have a repeated champion because the champion last year, Belleville Altoff, was bumped up and then didn't qualify for the playoffs. So we'll have a new champion this year. And as it looks like, we may have a collision course once again between the NUIC and the WIBC as they'll meet up at ISU possibly.
Looks like you could have some collision courses in the WIVC first, though, because Calhoun and Camp Point Central on a battle there. I'm looking at Greenfield and Carrollton both getting wins today. I may be all wet in that one. Brown County and Athens, I think that's somewhat of a toss-up today, so we'll see how those go. It doesn't look like there's going to be too many battles on the north side in the first round, though.
In Class 2A, game played last evening. Johnston City beat Trenton Wesleyan by a 38-25 count. We can also tell you that games that are going on today, Marshall is playing on the road. They're at Arthur Lovington, Atwood Hammond. Maroa Forsyth goes to Chester. Chicago Richards play host to Downs Tri-Valley in a rare travel in the first round for Tri-Valley. Farmington welcomes Lanark Eastland. Bismarck Henning is at Pana. Port Byron Riverdale at Seneca. Colfax Ridgeview is playing against Sterling Newman Central Catholic, but they're actually playing at Sterling High School on a 1 o'clock start. Illini West travels to Rockridge for a 1 p.m. kickoff. DuQuoin hosts Carlinville at 2 p.m. Also a 2 p.m. start. Nashville and Flora at Flora. Sullivan is at Toledo Cumberland. Shelbyville travels to Westville. Wilmington plays host to West Hancock. Also Aurora Christian hosting Erie, and Chicago Marshall heads to El Paso Gridley. In 3A, several games played last evening. Kankakee Bishop McNamara beat Herscher 38-14. Richmond Burton over Poplar Grove and North Boone 49-0. And Byron, that machine just keeps on churning, a 63-15 win over Oregon. In games today, Bloomington Central Catholic is hosting Princeton. Aurora Central Catholic goes to Chicago Noble Rauner. Hillsborough is at Williamsville. Benton playing host to St. Joe Ogden. Monticello welcomes in Paris. Greenville heads to Stamford Olympia, and quite the trip there. Kelowna Unity welcomes Mount Carmel to town. Vandalia hosting Christopher. Roxana travels to West Frankfort. That game is scheduled for 2:30 this afternoon. Elmhurst Immaculate Conception is at Chicago Hope Academy at 3 p.m. Also at 3 o'clock, Fairfield at Petersburg Porta. 5 o'clock start time, Mantino at Monmouth Roseville. And at 6 o'clock, Pecatonica is taking on Johnsburg. A quick look at Class 4A from last night. Dixon beat Woodstock North 45-0. Geneseo with a 16-14 win over Rochelle to upset the team that beat them earlier in the year. Morris beat Woodstock 54-7. Rochester rolled by Taylorville 56-7. Peoria Notre Dame, another first-round upset for the second year in a row. They beat Marengo 35-21. And in an upset that not a lot of folks saw coming, Mount Zion fell to Waterloo 14-13. Elsewhere in Class 4A today, Alta Marquette is at Carterville. Cahokia at Centralia High School. Lombard Montini plays host to Chicago Urban Prep Bronzeville. Sacred Heart Griffin heads to Quincy Notre Dame. Metamora playing host to Chicago South Shore. Columbia is at Breeze Central. Country Clubs Hillscrest at Macomb. Freeburg plays host to Highland. Sterling is welcoming Coal City to town, and Jacksonville travels to Olney, Richland County. That's a look at the contest taking place around the state in classes 1 through 4A. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as Camp Point Central has made their entrance onto the field in preparation for this afternoon's matchup between the Central Panthers and the West Central Cougars. We hope you'll stay with us on Central Illinois Sports.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515. Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Bostard Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pre-game show as we count down to kickoff in this Class 1A matchup between the West Central Cougars and the Camp Point Central Panthers. Jack, we're going to take a look at some players to watch in this one, which is going to be, well, a little bit different than what we thought due to some developments that have happened throughout the week. But let's first of all look at this West Central Cougar squad. You talked about young Eli Crane, 726 yards on the season, including 8 touchdowns for the young sophomore. He gets to play in the backfield with one of the best that's played in this program in Riker Ford, who has accumulated 1,000-plus yards between being on the ground and through the air. Tucker Arnold, also a solid back for this squad, 388 yards and 8 touchdowns. Anthony Hance, a guy that leads the team in receptions, and 5 receptions, 3 touchdowns, pretty good efficiency there. He also is a guy that does a lot of the lead blocking for them. And then on the defensive side, Luke Coons has really been a guy from the linebacker spot that's made some noise for this West Central squad. 62 total tackles on the season, including 29 solo tackles for the Cougars.
Thing about Riker Ford is he's a quarterback that doesn't mind running the ball at all, and he also doesn't mind being the lead blocker for somebody else. But if he can get Eli Crane out in front of him or hit him on a little pass to the flats, we could see some of the similar football we saw in the Greenfield Northwestern Camp Point Central game, where they got big guys out in the flats and then tried to challenge those defensive backs and picked up some nice yards at times.
On the Camp Point Central side of things, well, you've heard a lot about Curtis Riggs, 788 yards, 11 touchdowns. You've heard a lot about Jasper Flessner, Jack, 470 yards and 14 touchdowns, but you're not going to hear about him today as he's out with an injury.
Nope, Jasper is not going to be playing at all today. He is suited up, but he got a little bit of a injury in the North Green game on a lower block, and Evan Walker experienced a little bit of trouble that game too. You know, games that are like that you don't think too much about, but Jasper's a good one. But there's some more people on the Central team.
Well, Cale Niekamp has been extremely efficient in his sophomore year at quarterback through the air, 28 of 49, 703 yards. On the defensive side, Briggs Wiskirchen has stepped in and really filled in what was a big loss in graduation with Elijah Ginnenbacher. He leads the squad with 58 tackles, including 6 tackles for loss. Marco Rodriguez, Jack, we've got him listed here as the kicking magician because, honestly, we've seen some magic off of that right foot throughout the years in the playoffs. And then Caden Niekamp, man, he doesn't have very sexy numbers this year, Jack, but he's back, and that makes a difference for this Central squad.
Doesn't he kind of remind you of when Elijah Ginnenbacher didn't play at fullback, and then all of a sudden here came the playoffs and Elijah got back there? Well, there's Caden there now. If he can stay healthy, he's a little tough to tackle. And then you add those 4 or 5 other wingbacks that are with him, and then we're actually being able to step into that fullback spot. They're a load. And Cale Niekamp, it's got to be the player of the year in surprises, I guess. I never expected him to, first of all, be 6'1", about 195 pounds, but he has been as efficient as any quarterback around.
He's definitely been a big improvement at that quarterback spot for this squad this year after they kind of had some struggles a season ago, and then eventually moved to Ginnenbacher there, which limited some things just a bit, but it worked out all right. They still made it to the state semifinals. I mean, when the height of your program makes you feel disappointed that you lost in the state semifinals, they say things are going pretty well. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll take a look at those Farm and Home Supply starting lineups for you next.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Case IH has been in Innovators for over 30 years.
Case IH has, a great brand of equipment, various product lines from little tractors to big farm equipment.
Case IH is the only one that we've ever had, and it's definitely the customer service that we get from Case.
They're probably one of the top brands as far as it goes with innovation.
Keeps growing our business as well, and we have great products and people behind it.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Well, no matter what you're looking to buy this fall, we can help you save, including on flannel. We got thread grit men's and women's plaid for under $30, or we got $15 off thread grit jeans. Or take $8 off our wide selection of Wideology big bags of dog food. And it's getting cold out. No matter what size of heater you need, well, we got it, including this one that's under $35. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Meridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
It's Truck Month at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, and we got a great selection of new Fords, 150s, 250s, and 350s. Pre-owned, we've got them, Ford, GMC, and Ram. Get your new truck at Westtown Ford, Jacksonville.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Well, no matter what you're looking to buy this fall, we can help you save, including on flannel. We got Thread Grit men's and women's plaid for under $30, or we got $15 off Thread Grit jeans. Or take $8 off our wide selection of Wideology big bags of dog food. And it's getting cold out. No matter what size of heater you need, well, we got it, including this one that's under $35. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Time to take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Farm and Home Supply, from snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs. Nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Learn more at farmandhomesupply.com. First of all, for the West Central Cougars, 5-4 on the season. On the offensive side, Riker Ford, the senior, will line up in the backfield. He'll be joined on the offensive side, running the ball today by Lane Clayton, Anthony Hans, Tucker Arnold, and Eli Crane will all get carries throughout today. You'll also see Crane a little bit get on the outside and catch some passes. Luke Coons will line up as the tight end for this squad. And then up front on the left tackle, it's number 7, Anthony Baird. Then Carter Edlin is the left guard. Camden Wengler plays center. Jeffrey McIntyre at right guard. And Osley Walker is the right tackle on the offensive side for the Cougars. Defensively, Eli Crane will move to a defensive end position. Walker plays a defensive tackle. McIntyre is the nose guard. Wengler the other deep tackle, and Preston Adams is a defensive end. Lane Clayton is one of the two outside linebackers, seeing Luke Coons. Carter Edlin, the middle linebacker. Anthony Hans and Riker Ford play cornerback, and Tucker Arnold is the starting safety for West Central. On the offensive side for Camp Point Central, 9-0 for the Panthers on the season. Sophomore quarterback Cale Niekamp will be the man to lead the offense on and off the field today. He'll be joined in the backfield by Curtis Rigg at a wingback and Luke Ippenson at a wingback. Zach Weir has moved to fullback with the injury to Jasper Fleschner. Colin Bachhold will line up at tight end today along with Tate Eichen. And then up front for the Panthers, Jack Weiss is the right tackle. Braden Hummer at right guard. Chase Barner is the center. Briggs Wixkirchen is the left guard, and Evan Walker plays left tackle. Defensively for the Panthers, Barner is the defensive end on one side. Caden Niekamp will be the man on the other side. And Dominic Jansen will line up at the nose tackle. Linebackers for this squad, Colin Bachhold, Zach Weir, Briggs Wixkirchen, and Grant Hamilton, along with Luke Ippenson. Curtis Rigg and Dylan Mowen in the defensive backfield at cornerback, and Cale Niekamp is the free safety for the Panthers.
Just want to mention, I saw the 5 officials who are going to work this game take their hats off and come together for a little prayer before the game. Good to see those things, too. I think we're teaching our kids a lot of the good things when we do that type of stuff, and what we did in the North Green Brown County games and some others where the kids all come together. Ought to be an exciting day for football. And, folks, this West Central line is young, but they're pretty good size. Even though we didn't get sizes from their roster, you take a look at them. Those kids they're put together out there.
They've got some good size. If West Central can play some ball control on the offensive side and keep the ball out of this potent Panther offense's hands, they'll have a chance to be in this one. But, you know, the problem with that, Jack, is Camp Point Central is one of the stingiest defensive squads in the entire state of Illinois in Class 1A.
Well, that's a fact. They've given up a few points, but most of them not to varsity people. And, you know, that makes a big difference. 10, Charlie tells us there. They're going to be ready to go, and they just got to do the things that they need to do to have success and move on.
They have already conducted the coin toss prior to today's contest. Camp Point Central won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. That means West Central will receive the opening kickoff today, and we'll have that for you in just a little while. We're 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from that kickoff. An overcast day here at Camp Point Central High School. Good crowd on hand, even though it's cooler than maybe we see in some first-round squads. A lot of folks bundled up, ready to watch a good football game, and we hope to have a good contest. Both teams play hard. Everybody is safe at the end, and good sportsmanship throughout the day. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show for our final break before kickoff. Back with more on Central Illinois Sports after this.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Thanks to Great Rivers Bank for being our pregame sponsor throughout the season and each and every sport that we carry for you here on Central Illinois Sports. Thanks to John for standing out in the cold weather today while Jack and I are in here in the nice, warmish press box. Warmish?
It's not bad, is it?
It's been a lot worse. As Camp Point Central takes the field, a big home crowd on hand for today's matchup. Should be a fun one here on Central Illinois Sports. Winner plays the winner of Brown County and Athens. That's also getting ready to kick off right at 1 o'clock.
The officials were standing on the Tiger Paw, and I thought we were going to see a rematch of Greenfield Northwestern with the officials going down, but they were able to move out of the way, luckily, at the end of that.
It would have to be a Panther Paw at that point.
Yeah. Cougar Paw, Panther Paw. That's right.
They all kind of look alike. I don't know how to tell you this, but Camp Point Central is in the home black uniforms with the gold numbers and gold helmets, while West Central in the white uniforms, white pants, silver helmets, and black numbers and lettering.
Marco Rodriguez will be our man out there trying to spin a little magic. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve. And the Cougars and a veteran coach in Matt Coldus with Grant DeWitt and others will have their team ready to go too. Good to see Fred Steinway out there officiating, one of our dear, dear friends. He's been at this for a long time, folks. You get a chance, thank the officials for the work they do. We really appreciate all of them.
I'll remind you about our scoreboard sponsor. That's Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. If you're a buyer searching for a perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you capitalize on your investment. Our knowledge of the land, our dedication to our clients, and our commitment to excellence are just a few reasons why buyers and sellers continue to trust us for their real estate needs. Call 217-285-5800 or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Looks like Marco's going to tee it up right in the middle of the field between the hash marks of the two sides on the east and the west. And he'll be at the 40-yard line and back deep the other way. Looks like Tucker Arnold's back deep. Also Riker Ford, so two of their best men back there. And then up in front of them is Anthony Hance. And also, looks like, two? Here we go.
Here's the kickoff and called for a fair catch. The man will take it to the 36-yard line. And That's where the Cougars will start 1st and 10 as Lane Clayton able to reel that one in. As we are just underway, there is a penalty flag at the far side of the field. We'll have to wait and see what that's about.
Yeah, that's kind of an unusual spot for a penalty flag, so let's see what they're going to call right off the bat.
Our referee will come over and signal to us that the penalty
called a fair catch, but can you not call it with two hands?
I don't know.
Maybe somebody else called a fair catch along with him.
I don't know. As it is, it's going to move the ball back for West Central, looks like, to about the 32-yard line, it appears, and that's where the Cougars should have it 1st and 10 with no time officially off the clock.
I'm learning something new. I didn't know you could mess up a fair catch by waving the wrong way. Maybe if you wave you're waving at the baby or something, it's wrong.
All right, Riker Ford and Company come to the line for this offensive unit for West Central with a double tight set, wishbone formation in the backfield. Ford will be under center. 5-man front for Camp Point Central to start the afternoon. First handoff on the day goes to Crane in the backfield. The sophomore looks for some running room, trying to push the pile. A lot of bodies stacked up in one spot around the 34-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. On the run by Crane. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Cougars.
It's like Bockold in there, Caden Niekamp in on the tackle. Chase Barner also getting a piece of that one. I thought they were going to lose yardage, but apparently they had a little penetration I did not see there.
Cougars run right at the side that Caden Niekamp's on to start the afternoon. That is usually the opposite side people want to go. Now they'll come out with the double wing formation and Ford again under center. Calls the line set, puts Crane in motion. He'll give it to him on the end around. He'll be taken down by Ippenson back near the original line of scrimmage. Loses those 2 yards they just gained on the 2-yard loss. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Ippenson in on that tackle all by his lonesome. He's playing a stand-up on the outside and that outside linebacker. They'll go with the 3-man front on the line and then move those linebackers up, and they'll be standing up on the side, sometimes right on the line of scrimmage. So it's almost a 5-man front. Now you see Ippenson and Bockold switch sides, and the Panthers set to try to stop the Cougars.
Hance splits out wide to the left-hand side along with Tucker Arnold as Ford is in the shotgun. 10:38 to play in the first. Ford's back to pass for the first time today. Looking, and it's picked off. Picked off here, Zach Weir on the interception. He's going to take this one possibly for a touchdown. He will. That'll be a touchdown for Camp Point Central on the 38-yard line. Return for a touchdown, and Camp Point Central takes the early 6-0 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. That comes to the 10:27 mark of this first quarter of play, as Weir was able to pick it up and take it to the house. Now the Panthers will try for the 2-point conversion. So a takeaway for the defense turns into quick points for Camp Point Central. Looking for Hance as the intended receiver that time was Ford.
Yeah, Weir was able to pick it up right there on the 38-yard line and take it all the way on the right side. It was a great return.
Cale Niekamp under center. He'll give it to Ippenson on the end around. He will go in untouched into the end zone for the 2-point try. And with 10:27 to play in the first, Camp Point Central has an early lead on the West Central Cougars on the interception return for a touchdown for Zach Weir. On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, 8-0 Central leads West Central.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Zach Weir with the pick six. Camp Point Central with the 8-0 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 10:27 to play in the opening period on Central Illinois Sports as Marco Rodriguez has it teed up, ready to kick off once again for the Panthers. Rodriguez has his hand in the air, waiting for the ready whistle from the official. He has it, and he'll hit this one toward the sideline. It'll bounce and stay in bounds. It'll be a dangerous play, but Crane will dive on it. Excuse me, that's Arnold. Arnold dives on it back at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will start 1st and 10 at the 10:26 mark of this first quarter. It bounced. He thought it was going to go out of bounds. It stayed right in, and nearly an opportunity for Ippenson to pick that one up and have the possession right back to Camp Point Central, Jack.
Don't be surprised, because Marco practices all week long on doing those things, and he's kind of put a little knuckleball out there, Charlie, and it hit and came right back up. Here come the Cougars on the offensive attack from the 30.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line as Ford will start this drive in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. Takes the snap. He'll keep it himself on the quarterback run. Has some running room along the left-hand side. Now is going to be taken down after a 5-yard gain to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Cougars as the stop that time for Camp Point Central made by Cale Niekamp.
Niekamp, the quarterback, also playing in the defensive backfield, comes up and makes that tackle. 5-yard gain. Nice run by Ford, and he got a little blocking out there and found an opening.
Riker Ford, a big, strong kid, a tough guy to bring down for sure for this West Central squad. And he's not afraid to keep the ball in his hands and take some contact as the Cougars are back to the wishbone formation. Ford under center, barks out the signals. Hands it off to the first back through this time. That looks to
Clayton?
Is it Clayton or was it Hans?
I thought it was Clayton came
It was
off the
Clayton
huddle.
on the carry. Yep, he'll gain a yard on the play to the 36-yard line and bring up a 3rd down and 4.
They say Briggs Wiskorkin in on the tackle there. There was a bunch of them. You know, those linemen will slant in and try to get rid of the people in front of them, trying to free up those linebackers, and that's been part of the success of this defense.
3rd down and 4 with just over 9:15 to play in this first quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left-hand side as Ford stands in the shotgun, trying to pick up the first down of the day. Heads to pass. Looking out of the flats and incomplete. Overthrown. His intended receiver that time was Tucker Arnold. And this will bring up a 4th down and 4 with the clock stop. 9:05 to play in the first. It looks like the Cougars will drop back into punt formation.
And it looks like, is it Hans back there to punt, or is it...
I think it's Clayton, isn't it? 30?
Or Clayton, yeah, 30. Just a sophomore. He and his brother both on this starting lineup, a set of twins.
He stands at about his own 24-yard line. Calls for the snap, a little bit of a low snap. Now he has to pick it up and try to kick it on the go. It hits the back of one of his own men, and Central will recover it in about the same spot. It's going to be recovered on the play by Luke Ippenson at the 27-yard line, and that's where Central will start 1st and 10 at the Cougar 27 with good field position on their first offensive play from scrimmage.
Well, I mean, you got to call it a block punt, even though he just kind of kicked it right into a Central player. But Ippenson was able to crawl on top of that one, and the Panthers are ready to go again from the 27-yard line of the Cougars.
I'm not so sure it didn't hit his own man, in fact.
Possibly.
As he was just trying to get it out of there so it wouldn't get blocked. As Niekamp is under center. Takes a snap, hands it off on the right-hand side. That's to Weir, stacked up after a short gain. Down to the 24-yard line, 3-yard gain on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers.
Zach's used to being in that fullback position. He plays there about half the time, so it won't be a big surprise for him to get lined up there, but usually doesn't get the start there with Jasper Flessner.
Eichen now split out a little bit to the left-hand side of things in the double wing. Niekamp puts a man in motion. Now we'll hand it off to Ippenson, coming back toward the right side, stacked up, taken down on the play. Carter Edlin in on the stop, back at the 26-yard line. A 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and 9.
I think there was a double crisscross there, and the third man to get the ball was Ippenson. He had a little trouble with it and had to kind of recoup the ball, and by then the Cougars were on him.
3rd down and 9. Wood Central want to go to the air here. They've had some good success in the passing game this season. Now a fumbled snap, and Niekamp will dive on it. He'll get it back right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss on the play, but a botched snap, and it's a 4th and 9.
I don't know that I've seen a botched snap all season from the center to the quarterback, but we have now 2 plays in a row. The Panthers had a little trouble controlling the ball. Might it be because of the cold weather?
7:40 and counting in the opening period on a 4th and 9. They had good field position following the punt snafu. But right now it's 4th and 9 from the West Central 26-yard line. Trying to convert is Camp Point Central. The split Weir way out to the left-hand side. Niekamp will set up under center. He's back to pass, sets his feet, throws downfield, looking for Ippenson, has it completed inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Pick up on the play of 19 yards, and it'll be a first and goal for Camp Point Central.
Ippenson picks up that pass on the play. 19 yards, as Charlie told you, on the play, and a first and 10, the first of the game for the Panthers. And once again, Niekamp kind of flooded an area on that side and found the short man, and that was to Ippenson for the big gainer.
Panthers quick to the line here as Niekamp is under center. Puts a man in motion. He'll hand it off to the fullback, and Caden Niekamp runs over a man, runs over another, and he is going to be into the end zone for the touchdown. Caden Niekamp carries it in from 7 yards out at the 6:44 mark of quarter number 1. And Camp Point Central converts on 4th down, and on the next play they get a touchdown to take the 13-0 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard.
Niekamp showed why he is so valuable back there at fullback. He's just hard to stop.
He's lined up in the backfield at fullback right now. Cale Niekamp under center. Hands it to Caden Niekamp. Along the left side. Again, he is in. This time for the 2-point try to give West Central the 16-0 advantage. Welcome back, Caden Niekamp, to the backfield as he took it in to the end zone, and with 6:44 to play in the first, it's Camp Point Central 16, West Central 0.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
16-0, the early lead for Camp Point Central. 6:44 to play in the first on a 5-play drive that started at the West Central 27-yard line, capped off by a touchdown run by Caden Niekamp from 7 yards out after the Panthers converted on a 4th and 9 on a pass to Luke Ippenson from Cale Niekamp. Marco Rodriguez has it teed up, ready to kick it off for the 3rd time already this afternoon for Central. It's that same pop fly over in the same area. Clayton will call for the fair catch, and we'll have it at about the 37-yard line, it looks like. Here is where the Cougars will start, 1st and 10. We remind you about Tim Waters and Waters Concrete. They offer quality concrete for your new builds, driveways, sidewalks, decorative patios, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. Give Tim a call, 309-252-1052.
Well, let's take a look at what the Cougars can do on this series. They have had a little bit of a bugaboo the first 2 times out.
Ford's going to start out again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. He's back to pass, looking for that little quick hitter out of the flats. That's to Hance out there. Hance is upended after a short gain on the play. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 10, it appears, for the Cougars. Good closing speed by Rigg on the outside on the tackle for Camp Point Central. 2nd and 10. Haven't seen but just 1 carry from Crane so far today, Jack.
Yeah, and he was carrying the ball early in the game last time.
Arnold goes in motion. They'll hand it to him along the left-hand side. Tucker Arnold looks for some running room and has a good gain on the play, up just shy of the 45 to the 44-yard line. 7-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Arnold got a nice move there on that counter play off left tackle, and he was able to pick up some nice yardage.
So a 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Just under 6 minutes to play in this first quarter. Cougars trying to convert. Just shy of midfield. Double wing formation, trying to get the wing back set on the right side on Arnold. Ford puts Crane in motion. They'll hand it off. No, pass it to Arnold. Arnold on the outside breaks a tackle. Now can't break another. He'll gain to the 46-yard line. 2-yard gain on the play, and this will bring up a 4th down and about a yard to go for West Central. And decision time now for this Cougar coaching staff.
Well, in that time, did you see Weir come up after the missed tackle? And he just came up and just kind of put a shoulder in him. And it brings up a 4th down and just 1 to go.
It's a long yard, more like a yard and a half. You wonder if they'll have Ford under center. Nope, he's in the shotgun. I wouldn't be surprised to see this ball never leave Riker Ford's hands, though. Panthers with a ton of guys up on the line of scrimmage. Ford calls for it. He's going to keep it himself. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. Then he stood up and taken down this time by Chase Barner. Going to stop right at the 45 for a 1-yard loss on the play. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And Camp Point Central's offense will take over once again with good field position.
3rd time the Cougars have had the ball. They ended up with a pick 6, a blocked punt, and now turning it over in their own territory at the 45-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will have it on the West Central 45 with 4:40 left in the first quarter, leading 16-0 on the Ridgeline Sales Group Incorporated scoreboard.
Central's offense back out. Their second drive, as Jack told you, with a single receiver split out wide to the left-hand side and Tate Eichen. Cale Niekamp under center. He's back to pass. Looking Eichen's way. Eichen is behind the defense. Has to wait on the ball a bit. Catches it. Takes a big hit right on the sideline, but able to secure the catch. Taking him down that time was Riker Ford, but not before he gets it to the 15-yard line. A 30-yard completion and a 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central to the West Central 15.
2 passes and 1 for 19, 1 for 30 yards. Second first down of the ball game for the Panthers. And Eichen had great concentration that time as Ford was all over him on the play.
Ball kind of hung up in the air a bit. Kind of looked like it got caught in the wind. Eichen had to wait on it. Ford delivered the big hit, but could not jar it loose. 1st and 10 from the 15.
Brown County leads Athens 8-0 in the first quarter.
Cale Niekamp under center. Puts the wing back in motion, and it looks like we're going to see a penalty flag here. And what's the official tell us? First,
Panthers called the timeout.
Timeout going to be taken by Camp Point Central. The first timeout of the afternoon on the Adams Fiber timeout. The official timeout brought to you by Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day. Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy. Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Following the Adams Fiber timeout, we'll be ready for live action as Camp Point Central will have the ball 1st and 10 from the West Central 15-yard line. You told us that SHG leads Q&D early 7-0 in their game. You told us that lead for Brown County was early over Athens. A couple of the first quarter scores. Cale Niecamp's under center. He's going to keep it himself along the left side. Not much there as he's tripped up and taken down near the 13 after a 2-yard gain on the play. Coons in on the stop, the leading tackler on the season for this West Central squad to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Brown County knocking on the door again, already up 8-0, and they've got it in the red zone.
3:40 and counting in the first period here. Cale Niekamp under center. Draws the Cougars off sides on a flag. That'll give West Central their first flag on the defensive side today. They had that flag on the improper fair catch call earlier. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 as the ball moves down to the 8. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go from around the 8-yard line. The clock gets rolling again after the defensive penalty. Ippenson splits out to the left-hand side, as does Weir. Niekamp under center. Now that's Ippenson in motion to the right-hand side. He's looking for some running room, breaks a tackle, cuts back inside the 5, and is taken down finally near the 3-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. And this will bring up a 1st and goal from the 3.
Third first down of the ball game for the Panthers, leading 16-0 on a Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 3:05 and counting left, first quarter action. Indianapolis over Quincy University 14-0 in the early going there also.
Panthers come out with Weir at the fullback spot. Niekamp takes a snap, hands it to Weir, stacked up after a very short gain. He's shy of the end zone, down to about the 1. 2-yard pickup on the play. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. You talked about pretty good size on the offensive and defensive line for this Cougar squad. Just some youth out there across the board, though.
Yeah, a lot of youth, and if you're battling across the middle, this is the time a guy like Cale Niekamp could keep the ball himself and take it in the end zone off tackle or a little bit wider, maybe on a sweep.
2:10 to play in the first. Cale Niekamp's under center, hands it off. Man trying to get to the corner and will. That's Curtis Rigg on the 1-yard touchdown run for Camp Point Central at the 2:02 mark of quarter number 1. And Central leads 22-0.
1-yard run by Rigg gets it up to a 22-0 score here in the first quarter with 2:02 left, and the Panthers will go for 2.
So Central having it their way in the early going, getting the interception returned for a touchdown, the bad punt that got contacted with short field position. They've started both of their drives inside West Central territory. That one started at the 45. 7 plays later is a touchdown. Under center is Niekamp, back to pass on the 2-point try. Looking out of the flats, look like he has it completed to Marco Rodriguez, and he does. So that makes it a 24-0 lead for Camp Point Central on top of West Central in Class 1A playoff action on Central Illinois Sports.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spirit wear for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook, and from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
2:02 to play in the first. 24-0 Central on top on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Curtis Rigg with his first carry of the day, Jack, on that touchdown run of 1 yard. That's really going to cut into his season average of 14 yards a carry.
It is. Farmington takes a 7-0 lead over Eastland as Farmington hosting now an undefeated team. Q&D trailing 7-0. I think Brown County's up 16-0 on Athens in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
3:12 to play in the first, 16-0. Rodriguez has it teed up. Again, that pop fly kick. It's going to be taken by Arnold, and he's going to try to return this one. Short return up to the 37-yard line, and that's where the Cougars take over first and 10 at the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. I want to remind you about our friends at Bowlers Universe. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays, 11 to midnight. Saturdays, 4 to midnight. Great food, fun, and a good time with your friends at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
West Central offense, first and 10.
Quincy High School had to travel all the way to Crete Monet today. Moreau and Chester tied at 7 first quarter action.
First and 10 here for the Cougars from the 37-yard line as Ford is in the shotgun. He's going to keep it on the run on the left-hand side, and it's a short gain on the play, shy of the 40-yard line, marked down at about the 38 for a 1-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a second down and 9 yards to go. Host of tacklers in there for the Cougars. Caden Niekamp, Jack Weeks.
You did it, too, for the Panthers.
You called it a tiger paw earlier. What do you want me to do? not even a tiger here today.
There's too many tigers out here. And bears, oh, my. Yeah.
Ford under center in the double wing this time. Puts Arnold in motion, going to pitch it to him, looking for room along the left-hand side. Tucker Arnold cuts it upfield, dives forward after a good gain to the 43-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Arnold with 10 yards and 3 carries now. He's been their best ball carrier. Brown County's going to go to the house and take their 3rd touchdown in the first quarter against Athens. That's a bit of a surprise.
That Hornet squad hungry to
play the Panthers again, possibly. Huh?
Try to avenge that loss.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the right-hand side as Ford goes into the shotgun on this 3rd down and 4. He's back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket a bit as he's on the run out to the right. Trying to get to the corner. Going to turn it upfield and run. Has the 1st down. Then runs over a man as he goes out of bounds and is in Panther territory to the 44-yard line. A pick up on the play of 13 yards and a 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
First down of the ball game, 18 yards on 4 carries, and Riker Ford didn't step out of bounds. He took on Zach Weir head-to-head, put a shoulder down, and said, we're going to play football here. That's the kind of athlete that Riker Ford is.
Yeah, he's a competitor, if nothing else. And as we told you, does not shy away from contact. 1st and 10 from the Panther 44-yard line for the Cougars now. As Ford will set up under center. Just under 30 seconds to play in the first. Puts Arnold in motion. Hands it off to Clayton. Clayton breaks a tackle in the backfield. Spins forward and is taken down after a short gain to the 43. A gain of a yard on the play. Will result in a 2nd down and 9. And very well could be the final play of this first quarter.
Yep, the Cougars are heading to the sidelines. We'll break after the first quarter. Panthers with a 24-0 lead after 1. Back with second quarter play-by-play after these.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
Game Masters has your only indoor archery range. Come in and sharpen your skills at our 40-yard range. This state-of-the-art facility has over 30 3D targets and a virtual simulator. We offer hourly and daily rates along with monthly and annual memberships. Our memberships include range access from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can come in and shoot at your convenience. Check out our Facebook page to find our membership options and discounts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Ready to kick off quarter number 2, a 24-0 lead for Camp Point Central on top of West Central as we're underway here in Class 1A football action. 2nd down and 9 yards to go for West Central from the Camp Point Central 43. Ford splits 2 receivers out to either side. Running back Clayton stands to his right. Barks out the signals and is back to pass. Looks to the right, has it completed near the sideline. Looks like that's Tucker Arnold on the reception. Going to be down near the 37-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 3 for the Cougars.
8 yards in 5 passes on the day. That's 2 for 5 with an interception for Ford so far. Looking for another 1st down, just 3 yards away and 4 down territory now with the ball on the 37.
Ford to the back to either side now. Calls for the snap. Going to keep himself on a little quarterback counter as he cuts back to the right-hand side. He's near the sticks and trying to carry the pile forward. They'll mark his forward progress dead right at the 35-yard line, so he'll be a yard short of the 1st down, it appears, and bring up a 4th down and 1.
Now 20 yards for Ford on 5 carries. We'll have all those stats for you on the halftime show and the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, 24-0 Panthers, 11 minutes and counting left second quarter.
So 4th down and a yard to go for West Central. 10 seconds on the play clock as the Cougars come to the line. Well, they keep it with Riker Ford once again here on this 4th and short. Line comes set. Gets the snap off. Ford keeps it himself. Has the 1st down and more. Cuts back to the middle of the field. Trying to run away from the man. Is dragged down from behind to the 15-yard line. A 20-yard gain on the play of 1st and 10 for West Central.
Ford doubles his yards. 40 yards on the day. Nice carry. Another 1st down. Their 2nd of the ball game, and it's 1st and First and 10 from the 15, called to 16-yard line.
Just outside the 16. Yeah. Taken down on a tackle that, it's now illegal in the NFL, that old hip drop tackle. But this is not the NFL, is it?
Thank goodness.
They'll hand the ball off to Crane as the deep back. He'll be stood up after a short gain to the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard of the play by Eli Crane. 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. And what has been their best drive of the day started with 2 minutes to play in the first at their own 37. They're all the way down to the Camp Point Central 15.
22 came off that pile low. That'd be Caden Niekamp and a host of other people with him on the tackle that time. Also involved was Grant Hamilton on that, playing that inside linebacker today in place of Jasper Flessner.
2nd and 9 for West Central. You see a little play action here possibly? I think you could.
Very possibly.
Ford is in the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the left-hand side. He puts Crane in motion. Lets him fly by, fakes the pitch. Now Ford keeps it himself. Niekamp got a hold of him there and tackles him at the original line of scrimmage. Loses a yard back to the 16-yard line and brings up a 3rd down and 10.
You have to understand, we haven't seen Caden much this year since the Greenfield game, and now you're seeing that Caden Niekamp that just causes all kinds of problems. Williamsville leads Hillsboro 13-0 after 1 quarter in other action around the state of Illinois.
So 3rd down and 10 yards to go from the 16-yard line for the Cougars, trying to convert here and get on the scoreboard. Spread them out too wide to either side with Ford in the shotgun. He is back to pass. Throws to the right, incomplete as it's short of his intended man and Arnold. Penalty flag flies in late here, and let's see what this is about. Came from the back judge, so but back toward the line of scrimmage. Could be a hold, could be pass interference, could be a lot of things. We won't speculate, but we'll wait and see.
While we do that, Brown County now up 24-0 on Athens.
Going to be pass interference against Camp Point Central is the call. Should result in, it's going to be half the distance.
No automatic first down, so
no
half
automatic,
the
but half the distance will put the ball at the, call it the 9 here.
Yeah, call it an 8-yard penalty possibly.
And it's 3rd down and 2. Ford back to pass, pump fakes, now keeps it himself, rushes up the middle, makes a man miss, is inside the 5, still fighting for yardage there, gets down to the 2. Gain of 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Riker Ford very much able to make everybody miss him there, and it's a nice-looking run by Riker Ford. Man, this young man, he just needed those sophomores to be seniors at the same time for him, I think.
So a 1st and goal, ball resting right outside the 2-yard line with 8:10 and counting in the 2nd quarter.
Kind of like the answer by the Cougars here, though. This is good. They started on their own 37.
This is the 12th play of the drive as Ford will be under center. Wishbone formation behind him in the backfield. Makes sure everybody's set up and ready to go. Takes the snap, hands it off. Man is stood up and spun around in the backfield. That is Arnold on the run, going to lose back to the 4. A loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Niekamp and Weir, along with Grant Hamilton again. So he lost a couple on the play?
Yes, sir.
He just overpowered the line that time on that side. And once again, running right at Caden Niekamp's side, and that's a bit unusual for most teams.
2nd and goal from the 4. This time Ford in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion right to left. Fakes to the motion man. Looking in the quick slant. Ball pops up in the air. It's incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and goal.
Mallon looked like he was the man that got a hand on that one and knocked it away, Charlie.
They were looking for Anthony Hance that time, who has, as we told you, 5 catches on the year, but 3 of them have been touchdowns.
Pretty good man to go to when you're 3 for 5 for touchdowns on that.
He'll head off the field now, and Preston Adams will bring the play in from the sideline, the sophomore tight end.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
10 seconds on the play clock as the Cougars break the huddle. Going to have to hurry a bit here on this 3rd and goal. Ford takes the snap, pitches it on the left-hand side. Arnold looking for running room. He is inside the 5, down to the 3. Gains a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Whisker in on the stop. So Camp Point Central trying to make a goal line stand here. Under 7 minutes to play in this first half, as Hans will bring this play in from the sideline. 4th and goal. Ball at the 3. Big play in this game right here. Cougars break the huddle with 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Ford is in the shotgun. He is going to keep it himself along the right-hand side. Cuts back. It's close. He is not in, as they're going to say he's down at the 1. Niekamp in on the stop. On the run by Ford. And it's a turnover on downs back at the 1-yard line as Camp Point Central's defense has held.
They needed 63. They got 62 of those 63. Picked up 3 first downs on that series. Actually 4, but they'll turn it over on downs. And the Panthers with a long field ahead of them here at what, the 1-yard line?
At their own 1, as you'll see the play again on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay, thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team for that sponsorship. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line, and now a
offsides, I do believe.
No, they haven't signaled anything yet. They're going to make somebody come off the field, and that somebody's Cale Niekamp. Would Central burn a timeout here to get him right back on the field?
Not sure exactly what the call is, but here comes Brady Whitler onto the field.
So Brady Whitler, the 5'11", 180-pound junior, is the signal caller as Camp Point Central's backed up to their own goal line. 1st and 10 from their own 1.
Who's the fullback? Weir is the fullback right now, I do believe.
Whitler under center. Cougars show blitz. Hands it off up the middle. Zach Weir will give him a little breathing room out to the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 as Clayton in on the stop for the Cougars.
Whitler said, I did my job. Now, Cale, come back out there and tell us what we're going to do on the next play.
I'm not sure if he had a little blood or the...
Just maybe an equipment thing, possibly?
Were his knee pads too high? I mean, I've seen guys get taken out for that this year.
I'll tell you what, most of those college guys don't cover their knees, and it makes me nervous because they're acting like the pros. I don't know how they all don't have rug burns all over.
2nd down, and it's a long 6. Niekamp under center. He will be back to pass, looking to his left downfield. Kind of got the man twisted around, looking for Ike, and incomplete. And it'll stop the clock and bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Put it on the money, but about 4 Cougars out there really playing good defense.
Ike kind of got spun around a couple of times looking for where that ball was coming from. McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield, a great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. Winter is coming. With affordable monthly rates, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Call McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
The interesting thing now is you see Tate Eichen back in the game, and Marco Rodriguez came out.
2 receivers split to the right-hand side as Niekamp is under center. He's back to pass, has some pressure hit, but does have it completed to Rigg. Rigg's going to scamper up and have the 1st down as he ducks out of bounds right at the 18-yard line. 13-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st and 10.
Nice job by Niekamp holding on that time because he had all kinds of pressure on him, did he not?
Yeah, Eli Crane was right in his kitchen that time, Jack, and he was able to complete the pass to Rigg. And that resulted in a 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
I'm telling you, this Crane boy is a fine-looking young football player.
He's very quick. Very quick. 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central. Cale Niekamp takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback in Weir. Spun around and taken down after a short gain to the 21-yard line. Gain of the play of 3. 2nd and 7. Edelin in again on the stop for this squad. Well, this is named quite a bit already today for the Cougars. Kind of a heartbreaker, though, if you're West Central, though, Jack. You get all the way down to the 1-yard line and fail to score. Defense trying to make a stop here and have a little shorter field position.
Brown County up 32-0 in the first half against Athens now.
Yeah, they're rolling. Niekamp takes the snap, hands it off again to the fullback. This time it's Caden Niekamp on the carry. He gets up into it around the 23-yard line after a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. So 3rd and 5 for the Panthers, trying to convert here. Wind is at their back a bit, as they'll come out of the double tight, double wing. Niekamp tries to draw the Cougars offside. They say nobody jumps into the neutral zone, so they'll reset. Everybody jumped, just not offsides. On this 3rd and 5. Puts the wing back in motion, going to keep it himself along the right-hand side. Cuts back to the middle of the field, has the 1st down as he's up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 13-yard gain on the play and a 1st and 10 for the Camp Point Central Panthers.
6th first down of the ball game. Another score on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Sacred Heart Griffin leads Q&D 14-0 after 1 quarter. So Q&D down 14-0 after 1.
As you see the run again by Niekamp on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. 2 different times the Panthers able to convert on 3rd down on this drive. Started at their own 1, they're at their own 36, methodically working it down the field. They'll get it to Caden Niekamp.
Face mask, no call.
He gets dragged down and marked down at the 41-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. Walker in on the stop. It's 2nd and 5.
5-yard gain, 2nd down.
Caden just had his head spun around that time by the face mask and no call on the play whatsoever. But he just gets back up, grabs his face mask, and says, okay, let's do it again.
Just over 3 minutes to play in this first half. Central does have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They also will get the ball to start the second half, so things in a favorable position right now.
Indy leads Quincy University 14-0.
A little bit of a wishbone look now, as they'll hand it off to the deep back in Weird. Looking for running room, has a across midfield and is shoved out of bounds at the Cougar 44-yard line. Gain on the play of 15 yards in the 1st and 10.
That was Weird, correct?
Yes, it was.
Another 1st down, the 7th. He's got 27 yards on 5 carries now.
And they are into Cougar territory now at the 44. Went out of bounds, stopped the clock with 2:38 to play in this first half.
Well, we're getting a little comparison of the middle-of-the-road Sangamo to one of the top teams in the WIVC. Now we got a timeout. West Central will take it too. It's an Adams net timeout. 2:38 left in a half. 24-0 Panthers. It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Timeout taken by West Central, their first of the afternoon. Adams Fiber is the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber is here to keep you connected with the speed and reliability you need. You can call or text Adams Fiber at 217-214-3423 or see them online at adams.net to join the winning team.
Calhoun with an early 7-0 lead over Villa Grove down in Hardin, Calhoun County.
WWC playoff score, Calhoun 7.
Camp Point Central into West Central territory. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Cale Niekamp will set up under center. He's back to pass. Look to his left. Now glances back that direction, looking for a jump ball. It is caught.
Hiking.
And then knocked away.
No.
Incomplete pass is the call. Good breakup that time by Tucker Arnold, as Eichen had it in his hands, but Arnold ripped it out at the last second to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
The ball's right on the money, and Eichen looked like he was going to catch it, but what a job by Arnold on the play. Stops the clock at the 2:30 mark. 2nd and 10 from the 44 of West Central on this breezy day. The flag blowing pretty much to the southeast right now. So behind the Panthers' back.
Niekamp under center. Eichen is split tight to the left-hand side. They'll put Rigg in motion, give him his second carry of the day. Looking for some running room, and is tripped up, taken down after a short gain. Arnold again in on the stop. Takes it to the 43-yard line on a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. We're actually going to move that to the 42, Jack, so give them a couple on the play and call it 3rd and 8.
Late start for Carrollton. They start at 2 o'clock today at Oakwood. We'll try to pay attention to that game. They're in this bottom half of the bracket with the Panthers and the Hornets.
Rodriguez comes off the field for Camp Point Central. Just under 2 minutes to play in the half on another 3rd down play here. Central's been able to convert a couple of times on this drive. Can they do it again? They'll pitch it outside. Ippenson looking for running room around the right side, is shy of the 1st down marker by about a yard. Takes it to the 34-yard line. A pickup of right at 8 on the play. It's very close. Depends on the spot, Jack. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Another 1st down, the 8th of the ball game. Ippenson, he looked big back there behind those blockers and just found an opening and shot right through it.
Luke Ippenson, 6'2", 175 pounds, and a sophomore. 1st and 10, clock rolling, 1:23 to play in the half. Weir is lined up as the fullback. They give some instructions on the left side of the line now. As they put Rigg in motion. Tried to draw the man off sides. It was very close. Now everybody resets. They'll hand it off to the first back through. That's Weir. Breaks a tackle, breaks another before he's taken down near the 27-yard line. 7-yard pickup on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 3 as Ford had the stop for West Central.
34 yards on the day on 7 carries for Weir at that fullback position.
45 seconds, clock moving here. Central still has 2 timeouts. Trying to get another score right before the end of the half in the double wing. Niekamp under center, takes the snap. Hands it off to the 2nd back through. That's Ippenson. Ippenson carrying the pile with him. Inside the 20 to around the 17-yard line. 10-yard pickup on the play. And I believe we'll get a timeout taken here by the Panthers. Let's wait and see on the 1st down run.
Niekamp's quickly back out to the huddle, and they're going to run the clock.
Yep, no timeout as they'll just get to the line in a hurry. 25 seconds. Get everybody set in the right spot. Niekamp takes the snap. Hands it off to Ippenson again along the right side. Had a chance to go out of bounds. Stays in bounds, though. And is down near the 10, and now we'll get a timeout.
Ball came loose there. We'll have to see what happened.
Ooh. It's recovered on the play by Braden Hummer. Timeout taken with 13.7 seconds down to the 10-yard line. 7-yard pickup on the play, Jack. Here to bring up a 2nd down and 3 on the 2nd timeout of the afternoon by Camp Point Central on the Adams Fiber timeout.
Who carried the ball that time?
Ippenson for the 10-yard gain.
Thank you. He's got 31 yards on, or 24 yards on the day, I should say. 9th 1st down of the ball game. 13.7 seconds left. Ball appears to be on the 10-yard line. Why are the chains still up? Wasn't that a 1st down? That was not a 1st down.
2nd and 3.
I'll be darned.
Closer to 2.
Yeah. Panthers took their 2nd timeout. As we told you, Brown County running away from Athens today.
That's an Athens squad that was a quarter away from being 7-2 on the season.
Says a lot for the WIVC, quite honestly. Especially Brown County coming out to play.
We see Ippenson exit the field as Caden Niekamp is checked in as the fullback.
Ippenson kind of holding that hamstring a little bit.
Cale Niekamp under center, takes a snap. He'll keep it himself along the right-hand side, inside the 5 and inside the end zone for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown run. Cale Niekamp on the run this time for Camp Point Central to take the 30-0 lead.
9 seconds left in the half. He got behind Big Brother and just carried it in for a 30-0 lead with 9 seconds left. The only score of the 2nd quarter, that 10-yard run by Cale Niekamp, the sophomore. great blocking in front of him on that right side.
Panthers set up to go for two. Eichen splits to the right-hand side. Caden Niekamp, the fullback once again. Cale Niekamp, the signal caller, is back to pass. Looking to the right, ball tipped, and it'll be incomplete. So incomplete on the two-point try, but good on the touchdown run from 7 yards out by the sophomore quarterback Cale Niekamp. With 9.1 seconds to play in the half. It's Camp Point Central 30, West Central nothing.
Bostard Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
9 seconds to play in the first half. A drive that started at their own 1 yard line with 6:20 to play in the half. Finishes with 9.1 seconds to play. Covers 99 yards. 3 big third down conversions for Camp Point Central on that drive on 3rd and 8 or longer. And they lead West Central 30-0. As Rodriguez has it teed up ready to kick it off, Central will be set to receive to start the second half, as they won the coin toss and deferred.
Marco to kick from the 40.
Rodriguez has his hand in the air, gets the ready for play whistle. He will kick the pop-up kick, and a fair catch called for by Hance at the 28-yard line. And with 8.4 seconds to play in the half, let's see if West Central wants to take a shot or just kneel this one out.
.28-yard line, a long way to go with the wind in your face. You're going to be kicking off to start the second half, down 30-0. But I've got to tell you, I think West Central's really came out and played hard in this first half. They've made the Panthers have to work.
Well, they had a drive all the way down that stalled out at the 1 yard line. Of course, that just a backbreaker for this squad. Could have made it a 24-6 or 24-8 ball game. And then Central drives all the way down the field, 99 yards to get the score. Quite the turn of events. Wishbone formation as Ford will pitch it to Crane, looking to get him out in space. Not much space there as he loses a yard on the play. And that'll be the final play of quarter number 1. We head to halftime in the Little Chess Motors halftime show, where the Camp Point Central Panthers lead the West Central Cougars 30-0.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Maridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 30-0 lead at the halftime break for the Central Panthers on top of the West Central Cougars on this overcast Saturday afternoon in the opening round of the IHSA Class 1A playoffs. And Camp Point Central, a big first quarter, just one score in the second, and a drive that started all the way at their own 1-yard line after getting a goal line stopper of 99 yards. 2-point try, no good, but still leading 30-0 here at the halftime break, Jack.
Yep, 30-0 here at halftime. Zach Ware had a 38-yard pick six to start the game. 10:27 left first quarter. Ippetson 3-yard run, 8-0 Panthers. 6:44 mark of the first quarter. 7-yard run by Caden Niekamp. 3 yards by Caden Niekamp for the point after. 16-0. Third score of the first quarter. 2:02 mark. 1-yard run by Rigg. Pass to Marco Rodriguez from 3 yards out from Niekamp. 24-0. Second quarter, 9 seconds left, 99-yard drive, 10-yard run by Cale Niekamp. Incomplete pass for the pass after, or point after. It was 30-0 at halftime here. We can take a look at some quick stats here if we would like to. The West Central squad, 19 rushes, 60 yards, 4 of 7 passing with 1 interception, 8 yards, total of 68 yards in the first half. Rushing yards, Tucker Arnold had 9, 47 from Riker Ford. Eli Crane had 2 yards. Anthony Hance has yet to run the ball, and Lane Clayton with 2 yards. 8 yards in passing for Riker Ford on a 4.47 mark with 1 interception. Arnold had 3 passes for 9 yards. Hance caught 1 for no positive yards, 10 yards in penalties. For the Panthers in the first half, 20 rushes, 101 yards. 4 for 7 passing, 65 yards. Niekamp, the guy throwing the passes all the way around. Rigg had 13 yards. Rodriguez, 3, 19 for Ippetson, and 30 on 2 catches, or 1 catch, I should say, by Eichen. 1 for 3 there. Rigg had 3 yards rushing, 34 for Zach Weir, 23 for Cale Niekamp, 24 yards for Luke Ippetson on 5 carries, 4 carries for Caden Niekamp for 17 yards, and the Panthers lead at 30-0 here at halftime.
We'll pause for a break of the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Back with more after this.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Case IH has been in Innovators for over 30 years.
Case IH has, a great brand of equipment, various product lines from little tractors to big farm equipment.
Case IH is the only one that we've ever had, and it's definitely the customer service that we get from Case.
They're probably one of the top brands as far as it goes with innovation. Keeps growing our business as well, and we have great products and people behind it.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in the tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com. Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
Back at the Little Jess Motors halftime show, a 30-0 lead for Camp Point Central on top of West Central here at the break. Taking a look at some other scores from around Class 1A. Gibson City, Melvin Sibley leads Audible Marquette 7-0 at the half. Leno Winslow up on Forreston 28-0 in the second quarter of that contest. Brown County over Athens 38-0 at the halftime break. Hayworth and Princeville are knotted up at 14 at halftime. Calhoun leads Villa Grove 28-0 with 11:52 to play in the first half of their contest. Those are the scores that we have in Class 1A. On the 2A side of things, Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond leads Marshall 20-0. Farmington on top of Lanark Eastland 7-0 at half. Pana leads Bismarck Henning 21-6. And Illini West trails Rockridge 28-0 with 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. In Class 3A, Bloomington Central Catholic leads Princeton 7-6. Just underway in the second quarter of that contest. Williamsville rolling over Hillsboro 33-6 with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter of their contest. A lot of 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock start times in Class 3A today. 4A, Carterville leads Alton Marquette 21-0 with 3 minutes 26 seconds to play in the second quarter. Cahokia on top of Centralia 24-7 near halftime. Breeze Central and Columbia are just underway in their contest that kicked off at 2 o'clock this afternoon. In Class 5A, Belvedere North leads Chicago Noble Bulls 21-12 with 5:12 to play in the second quarter. Oak Forest leads Champaign Centennial 21-0 as well. Let's look at some scores from around the state and several classes up through Class 5A. Here it's a 30-0 lead for Camp Point Central on top of West Central as they and Brown County look to be on a collision course to a rematch in the second round of the playoffs. Still a half to go here and at Brown County, but the Hornets up by 38, the Panthers up by 30. Still a game left to play, but you wouldn't expect a huge change in the outcome. But we have seen some strange things happen, so they'll probably go ahead and play the second half. We'll step aside on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll be back with more for you from Camp Point Central after this.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package, offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515. Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 30-0 the Camp Point Central lead on top of West Central as both teams have returned to the field for their warm-ups before we start the second half. A pretty dominant start to this one for Camp Point Central. They picked six and then two scores on drives that started with inside West Central's territory. Cougars have that good drive, Jack. They got all the way down in a goal-to-go situation. Stopped at the 1 yard line, and then the Panthers drove the ball 99 yards with just, 9 seconds left on the clock. They scored in the first half, and really, if you think about just how momentum shifts a little bit in this one, if you think West Central could get a score, maybe a quick stop, they have a chance again. Could be right in this one. As it is, Central's up 30-0 at the break.
A lot of difference between 24-8 and 30-0, of course, in a ball game. But the Panthers were really time efficient on that drive of those 99 yards. Did they finally call one timeout down towards the end of the first half? Because they rushed to the line and were able to find that score. And they had two timeouts as they were coming in. And, you kind of sometimes go, are you going to get this done? But they always seem to. They're very proficient at that point.
I'm sure they practice those situations quite a bit, and that's why they're able to execute those. For this West Central squad, no reason I don't think to, panic and do something like an onside kick to start the second half. They've gotten Central into some 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 situations. Those are the plays, though, they need to make to get off the field.
Yep, and when you think about that, you've got to be able to stop the Panthers on 3rd and long, and the Panthers converted. And, punts in the game. West Central has punted the ball one time, I guess, and That's been the only punt in the ball game, and that's pretty unusual to only see 1 point punt in the first half of any football game.
We'll take our final break at the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll get set for second half action next on Central Illinois Sports.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Well, no matter what you're looking to buy this fall, we can help you save, including on flannel. We got thread grit men's and women's plaid for under $30, or we got $15 off thread grit jeans. Or take $8 off our wide selection of Wideology big bags of dog food. And it's getting cold out. No matter what size of heater you need, well, we got it, including this one that's under $35. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
It's Truck Month at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, and we got a great selection of new Fords, 150s, 250s, and 350s. Pre-owned, we've got them, Ford, GMC, and Ram. Get your new truck at Westtown Ford, Jacksonville.
All right, just about ready to start the second half as Central will receive the kickoff to start second half action. As the Panthers won the opening toss and deferred to the second half of play. As we see Preston Adams has it teed up and ready to kick it off for West Central. We see Marco Rodriguez back deep, also back there, Grant Hamilton and Curtis Rigg. Adams is in the huddle. He is waiting for the ready for play whistle from the official.
Panthers thought there might be something up there.
Fake the onside there. And now we'll step it off and see if he wants to kick it deep.
When did he's back?
Adams puts his boot into this one, end over end kick, and it'll be taken by Rodriguez at about the 12-yard line. 15-20 now, 25. Little burst of speed around the 30. And is taken down around the 34, call it 34-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will have it first and 10 with 11:54 to play in this third quarter. I want to remind you about our friends at Reels, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and much, much more. Stop by and see them, or call 217-285-5013 for Reels.
Casey Ray gives the first play of the second half to his sophomore quarterback in Cale Niekamp, and we're ready for action here.
As the Panthers have a first and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Give it to the motion man and Rigg looking for the corner. Lets the blocker set up, now turns it upfield. Be ridden down around the 41-yard line. A gain of 7 yards on the play. It'll bring up a second down and 3.
Just 3 carries in the day for Curtis Rigg, 10 yards total. He averages more than that per carry normally.
Yeah, good job keeping contained on the outside for West Central. Luke Coons really fighting to keep things turned back inside that time. 7-yard gain, though, on first down. If you're Camp Point Central, you'll take that every time as we're just underway here in quarter number 3. Camp under center. He'll put Ippenson in motion, hand it off to the fullback this time in Weir, who's trying to get away from the pile as he spins free. Picks up enough for the first down on the second effort here, as he'll take it up to the 46-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on a 1st and 10.
10th first down of the ball game. Weir now with 39 yards and 7 carries. Sacred Heart Griffin leads 21-12 at halftime. They're at the Advanced Physical Therapy field at 10th and Jackson in Quincy.
Look at Weir on this run. He was kind of stacked up and then got that ankle free, able to rush for the first down.
Coaches hold their breath on that one. You don't want to get a high ankle sprain on a deal like that.
Receiver wide to either side. Eichen to the bottom of the screen. They are back to pass. Now steps up in the pocket. Niecamp's going to take off. Has some blocking out in front from Eichen. And will have enough for a first down, it appears, down to the West Central 43-yard line. Pick up on the play of 11 yards and a 1st and 10.
Another 11 yards for him, 34 yards on the day, 11th first down of the ball game. And Niekamp really just saw some running room before he even looked at his receivers, I think, and took off on that one.
I'm not so sure the way Eichen was blocking. It wasn't a design play.
Crete Monet leads Quincy 7-0. Carrollton with 3 minutes left in the first quarter with that 6-0 lead.
1st and 10 from the Cougar 43 for Camp Point Central.
Eichen really did a nice job holding that block on that play, did he not?
Cale Niekamp puts Ippenson in motion. Will hand it to him with a blocker out in front. Bounces it to the outside. Has the first down and more. Makes a man miss. Ooh, taken down on a big hit right at the end of the play, but not before he has enough for the first down. As he's inside the 30, down near the 27-yard line on the play. A pickup of 16 yards and a 1st and 10.
16 yards on the play, 40 on the day for him. Another first down, the 12th, third in this series, 9:40 and counting left in the quarter. Ippenson will come out of the ball game now. Marco Rodriguez checks in.
Really nice block out in front by Braden Hummer that time, pointing around the right side. Eichen is split wide to the right. Niekamp under center in the double wing. Puts Rigg in motion, hands it off to him as the second back through the middle, bounces out. He's going to go for a touchdown. He's up at 10-5 and a Camp Point Central score. Rigg looked like he was bottled up right at the line of scrimmage, able to bounce out of there and takes it 27 yards for the touchdown. And Camp Point Central takes the 36-0 lead.
What a run by Rigg on that play. He just bounced outside and took it in. 27 yards later, the touchdown, third quarter, makes it 36-0. Curtis Rigg now picks up that per carry again, and the Panthers will go for 2.
That'll help the old average once again, won't it?
It will.
As now Bachhold has to come out, and the Panthers will bring Caden Niekamp into the game. Looks like he's having a little trouble with that helmet. It's Colin Bachhold.
Coach Griffin, who from Griffin Signs and Times can fix about anything. He won't put a label on that, but he'll put a new screw in the side of that helmet if he needs to.
Close to a delay of game, and not only close, it is a delay of game, and that'll back it up 5 yards. With the change in personnel, not as smooth as they wanted it to be, so that'll move it back 5 yards and put it to the 8 for the 2-point try.
13 yards in penalties on 2 calls, half the distance on 1 for 8 yards, and then that 5 yards.
So now will they try to kick it here as Rodriguez is looking for the kicking tee?
His little brother on the side there? No, that's Hudson who's getting that? Ray. Hudson Ray. Those Ray boys are on the sidelines ready to take their place in about 5 or 6 more years.
So Rodriguez will kick this one from the 15-yard line for the extra point attempt.
Cale Niecamp's the holder.
Good snap, hold is down, kick is up, a line drive through the wind, will split the uprights, and is good. Camp Point Central with the score this time from Curtis Rigg from 27 yards out. They take the 37-0 lead on top of West Central. 9:19 to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
Dear Western Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
9:19 to play in the third. A 37-0 lead for Camp Point Central on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, ridgelinesalesgroup.com or 217-285-5800 if you're looking to buy or sell property anywhere in the region. Contact the Ridgeline Group. They'll do a great job for you. Rodriguez has it teed up once again for Camp Point Central. And puts it into the air on the little pop-up kick. Fair catch called for. Clayton will take it at the 35-yard line, it appears.
Ball be spotted at the 35-yard line.
And that's where West Central will start 1st and 10. Fred Steinwitz says, how about the 36?
36-yard line, 1st and 10.
9:19 to play in the third. Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County and the surrounding area since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Now they move it back to the big line. Make up your mind, will you? From the 35 as Ford is under center. He'll hand it off to Crane, trying to look for running room along the right-hand side. Keeps his feet moving to get positive yardage on the play. Up to the 37-yard line. 2-yard pickup. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8.
In on the tackle that time was Grant Hamilton and Ware.
Crane has just not been able to get that corner and get out into some open space. He's dangerous when he does.
Very powerful runner. Greenfield Northwestern has a 6-0 lead in their contest today. And that's against Cesar Valier. Both teams, I believe, at 6-3.
Haven't seen Tucker Arnold touch it in a while. Let's see if they want to get him in action here. He goes in motion. They'll fake to him. Back to pass. Now Ford avoids the rush and gets around the right side. Going to get some positive yardage and knocked out of bounds. Looks like he has the 1st down as he'll take it up to the 46-yard line. 9-yard gain in the 1st and 10 for West Central as Bowen able to knock him out of bounds.
Riker Ford actually has 4 of those 5 first downs on his own legs. Picks up another one, 56 yards, 10 carries. He's an impressive athlete. You'll see him out on the basketball court for Ryan Seasting this year for that Cougar squad.
1st and 10 as the Cougars come to the line of scrimmage. Went out of bounds at the 8:24 mark in the wishbone formation now. Ford takes the snap, pitches it to Crane with blockers out in front, spins forward, and is taken down right near midfield. Call him down at the 49-yard line on the 3-yard pickup on the play by Crane.
Panthers really stepping those linebackers up, and are almost playing a defensive end spot today more than that outside linebacker.
They're going to give him an extra half a yard, so we'll call this a 2nd down and 6. Nose of the ball resting right at the 50. 2 receivers out to the left-hand side, and Hance and Crane. Ford is back to pass. Fakes the screen, now throws it up downfield. Dangerous play. Rodriguez had a beat on it, but could not run it down. It falls harmlessly to the turf and brings up a 3rd and 6.
We saw Marco Rodriguez at Greenfield and at Triopia catch balls over his shoulders like that. And just not able to get that was his overthrown. Riker Ford trying to get that receiver to keep running out there and just throw it up where he can run underneath of it. Here comes Big Jack Weiss into the game to play the middle of that line as he takes Dominic Jansen out for just a little bit.
3rd down, 6 yards to go for the Cougars. Ford calls for the snap. He's back to pass. Steps up to avoid the pressure. Makes a man miss, stretches out. He is going to be shy of the 1st down, but only by a yard as he takes it to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down and 1.
5 more yards, and you've got to believe they're going to go for it here in Panther territory.
4th and 1 from the Panther 45. I would say absolutely this is go time for West Central.
Caden Niekamp back there on the pressure, but he overran the play, and that gave Ford the chance to fake and get some running room, and he was held up right at the 45-yard line of the Panthers.
Not that you don't want to get pressure on the quarterback, but you almost need somebody to stay in as a spy type of situation, Jack, to account for Riker Ford. As he takes the snap, and this is going to be close depending on the spot. I don't think he has it on that spot. Got stood up right at the line. Niekamp drove it back. No gain, no loss. Turnover on downs at the 6:49 mark of this third quarter of play.
And as the Panthers take over, we can tell you that the Comets of Oakwood have taken a 7-6 lead at the end of the first over Carrollton. Cesar-Valier takes a lead late in the first quarter on Greenfield, 8-6. So both those WIBC teams have fallen behind late in the first quarter.
The Riverbank Bar and Grill on the banks of the Illinois River in Florence. A great place for you to spend time with your friends with great food and cold drinks. They're open today until midnight. Tomorrow, 11-8. Check them out during this harvest season as they have great specials for you on the daily at the Riverbank Bar and Grill. Under center is Niekamp. He'll hand it off, coming back to the near side, and Rigg looking for running room. The hole closed up quickly there. Gains a yard on the play as McIntyre on the stop for the Cougars, a 1-yard pickup.
Quincy's kicked the field goal. They trail 7-3 in their contest now. All the way up at Crete Monet. You ever been to Crete Monet?
No.
Me neither. I bet it's a long bus ride. Illini winning big over Rutgers today. They need that one.
2nd down and 9 yards to go for Camp Point Central from their own 46-yard line. Niekamp puts Rigg in motion, hands to the fullback here. Nope, keeps it to the second back. And no, I don't think it was Weir, was it?
I think it's Weir.
I think it was Rigg on the second, on the double dive there
9.
to the 46-yard line.
Six,
It's
okay.
a 6. Yeah, I mean, you can keep arguing with me about it, but it was 6. 8-yard gain on the play. Third of the yard.
I thought I saw the man set up in the fullback position.
Pretty good fake, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, that 9 and 6 in those black uniforms has a tendency, and it depends on whether they get up straight up or they're upside down, I guess.
Running clock at Brown County. They're up 45-0.
Whew. They're wanting something, aren't they?
Handoff is to the first back through this time. That's weird. And he'll get enough for a first down to the 42-yard line. 4-yard gain on the first and 10.
Good game for him, 43 yards on 8 carries, 14 first downs now for the Panthers. West Central has 5 first downs, though. Many more than a lot of the teams that played the Panthers this year.
First and 10 for the Panthers now.
What a week it's going to be getting ready for next Saturday. Whew.
Jackson Fowler has checked in at the fullback position. As Cale Niekamp sets up under center, he'll hand it off to Fowler, and a penalty flag flies. I think the Panthers had 2 men in motion. Result of the play is a no gain, no loss on the play. So let's see what they decide here as they come off the pile. They're claiming a fumble now on the play, and West Central says they have it. That's what the officials say as well, and that'll be a turnover at the 42-yard line with 4:53 to play in the third.
Illegal shift against the Panthers.
That penalty declined on the turnover here as the Cougars take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. So Camp Point Central has a takeaway. West Central now has a takeaway. And the Cougars, pretty good field position here from their own 43-yard line. Let's see if Ford wants to take a shot on this first down play. He's under center. Nope, going to hand it off to Arnold. Trying to follow the blockers, and hole closed up quickly. Actually, that was Crane on the carry. Crane wearing the 9, Arnold wearing the 3. Up to the 45-yard line on the 2-yard gain for a 2nd down and 8.
Crane now with 10 yards and 6 carries.
Biggest plays offensively for West Central have always been on the quarterback keepers with Ford. Usually when he drops back to pass.
What does it mean when the official
Two hands
up in the
back
air?
to the 40-second play clock.
Oh, okay. 40-second. Damn. Thought he was raising the roof.
Two receivers to the left as Ford is in the shotgun. Designed run is going to close up quickly on the left-hand side as he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Stopped by the Panthers.
That usually means Caden Niekamp was involved, and he was.
Caden Niekamp, Zach Weir on the stop.
Weir also in there. No gain, no loss, and it's third down.
Pretty good job today also by Dominic Jansen in there clogging things up. Also, good defensive play by Chase Barner today, and both sides of the ball. Chase is always doing a good job for the Panthers.
Third down and 8 for West Central. Clock counting here in this third period. Trips to the left-hand side as Ford is in the shotgun once again. He is back to pass. Throws to his left, and he and the receiver not on the same page as it goes incomplete. Arnold was the nearest man, but that pass was well beyond anything he was going to be able to go after, and it's fourth down for West Central.
Well, the old middle linebacker in Briggs Wiskirk on a kind of a delayed blitz really made him force the throw a little bit earlier than he wanted to. Stopped the clock at the 3:26 mark, so they just had the ball for a minute and about 17 seconds there.
Clayton is in to punt this one away. Panthers do not send anyone back to receive the kick. We'll punt this one from around his own 34-yard line. Good kick, end over end, and it'll take a good bounce for West Central. They got to hope it doesn't pick up speed, and it'll roll dead. Arnold's going to down it right at the 6-yard line. A tremendous punt that time from Lane Clayton. And that'll give Camp Point Central another long field in front of them with 3:16 to play in the third. They'll start at their own 6-yard line. Started at their own 1 earlier in this contest and drove the ball 99 yards. They're coming off of a turnover on their last drive, though, so they'll want to clean some things up on this drive. West Central looking for another one of those takeaways deep in Panther territory.
Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard 37-0 here. Crete Monet leads Quincy 13-3 late in the first quarter. Cesar over Greenfield 8-6 in the second quarter of that contest. Rockridge leads Illini West 28-0 at halftime.
Panthers split Weir out to the left-hand side as Cale Niekamp is under center. They'll give it to Rigg on the end around. Cuts back to the middle and is upended around the 11-yard line. Tucker Arnold in on the stop. 5-yard pickup on the play to bring up a second down and 5.
Rigg turns that corner. If you don't close him in, he gets out in the open territory. He'll just run away from everybody. But kudos to the Cougars today. They've really done a nice job. But he's kind of closed in, and if he went outside a little bit, he might find that running room.
Rodriguez checks in as Ippenson heads to the sideline for Camp Point Central. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Eichen is the receiver out wide right. Niekamp puts a man in motion. Hands to the fullback in Weir. Breaks a tackle. Now dragging a man with them. They're trying to bring him down. Finally due out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. 15-yard pickup on the play and a 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central.
We're up to 58 yards on the day on 9 carries. He's been the workhorse. 15th first down for the Panthers. And they continue to eat the clock here.
We'll see it again on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay as a good hole on that side. We were able to fight through some contact and then dragging men along with him. Finally able to be taken down at the 26, but not before he picks up the first down.
Rushville leads Dwight late in the first quarter, 8-6. Stockton up 14-0 on Galena. Calhoun up 28-0 early in the second.
Fresh set of downs with under 2 minutes to play in the third. Handoff is again to Weir. This time a shorter gain to the 30-yard line. Actually, that's Niekamp, excuse me, Jack, as he snuck in on us. That's a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Niekamp has been hampered by injuries throughout the season. I think I looked before today at like 14 total tackles.
He usually had those in a game. State championship game, for instance.
2nd down and 6 yards to go here. Niekamp again is lined up at at the fullback position. Cale Niekamp, the sophomore, takes the snap. He'll hand to the second man. That's Rigg. Rigg breaks a tackle in the backfield, now trying to scoot along the sideline, and is popped out of bounds. I'll say he actually stepped out near the 32-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 4.
You know, for no bigger than Curtis Rigg is, when people hit him, he just kind of bounces off of them one after the other.
Yeah, this West Central team's really done a good job of keeping him contained today, though. No really big runs outside of the touchdown run, and honestly, he was kind of bottled up in a pile and just kind of popped it outside at that point.
Of course, you got to find a quarterback, but good young line coming back for this squad.
3rd down and about 4 yards to go. 1:05 to play. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds. Niekamp will hand it off to the deep back. That is Rigg once again. He'll be stopped shy of the 35 to the 34-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play. And they'll bring up a 4th down and 2. And possibly a punting situation for Camp Point Central. I think they will punt it away.
They're going to punt into the wind, too. Brown County up 45-0, mid-3rd quarter. Clock running. That one will be over before you know it. That's a statement game for the Hornets.
Niekamp is back to punt. The Cougars don't have anyone back to receive the kick. Low snap. Niekamp will put his boot into this one. An end-over-end kick. That will be down at about the 29-yard line. That's where the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 of their own 29 with 16.2 seconds to play in the 3rd. As West Central gets off the field on that defensive side. Pretty good defensive series for the Cougars that time around.
Well, this is a Cougar team that had a running clock in the 3rd quarter against them the last time. So, you know, they're not about moral victories. I guarantee you, Matt Coldis, that's not the way he coaches or teaches these kids. But you got to be pretty proud of this Winchester Bluff squad from West Central and the Cougars. They've come out to play football today against a very good Panther team.
Well, if you think the last time Camp Point Central really played a competitive game was week 6. As they'll hand the ball off to Crane. Kind of looked like he was going to maybe pitch it to Tucker Arnold out there. Was hit, though, and not able to do anything with it. In fact, going to lose, it looks like, back to around the 27-yard line. 2-yard loss on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 12, and will head us to the 4th quarter. After 3, it's Camp Point Central 37, West Central nothing. Back with 4th quarter action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Quarter number 4 has arrived. It's a 37-0 lead for Camp Point Central on top of West Central on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. As the Cougars will have the ball 2nd down and 12 yards to go from their own 27 to start the 4th. I want to remind you about our friend Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404. Riker Ford is in the shotgun on this first play of the 4th. He is back to pass, looking to his left, now going to tuck it and rush out to his right-hand side. Makes a man miss, runs through one tackler, not able to run through another as he's down near the 33-yard line. 6-yard pickup on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
4-yard pickup, right?
Nope. From the 27 to the 33, I'd call it a 6.
Okay.
He was behind the sticks that time.
Aha.
3rd down and 6 yards to go. Again, I think that's where West Central is most dangerous, is when Ford has some opportunities to just kind of freelance, honestly, just be an athlete.
As he did in that Minden game. Ooh.
He's in the shotgun. 2 back stats of protection this time. He is back to pass. Pressure from the blind side. Heaves it downfield, and it's out of bounds. Was looking for Tucker Arnold.
Pass incomplete.
It'll be a 4th down and 6.
Dylan Mound. Pressure by Caden Neek.
And maybe
4th down Cougars.
anything here? You don't see a flag. Referees kind of talking to each other. Thought maybe they were talking about a flag. Had to go hunt the ball down on the sideline. No flag. It's 4th down and 6. Clock stopped as we're just underway here in the 4th. 11:06 to play in the ball game.
Sacred Heart Griffin kicks a field goal. They lead 24-12 over Q&D with 4:46 left third quarter. Illini finished it against Rutgers 31-6. Oakwood 14-6 over Carrollton.
Clayton will punt from his 20-yard line. Nearly blocked by Ippenson. Takes a Cougar bounce and going to go out of bounds right at about the 40-yard line. And that's where Central will have it 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 10:56 to play in this contest as the Cougars lead 37-0 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Folks, Ridgeline Sales Group, if you're a buyer searching for the perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you capitalize on your investment. Their knowledge of the land, dedication to their clients, and commitment to excellence are just a few reasons why buyers and sellers continue to trust Ridgeline Sales Group for their real estate needs. Call 217-285-5800 or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Camp Point Central with their starting offense back on the field.
Two receivers to the right-hand side. Niekamp under center. He will hand it off to the fullback and Weir. Looking for running room. Ducks his head and is taken down up near the 43-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Lane Clayton in on the stop for West Central.
Jasper Flessner is suited up today, but he was not going to be on the field playing today. Been hanging around with the trainer some, trying to give that injury a rest. Panthers send Paxton Flessner in on the offensive line and take out Braden Hummer.
Cale Niekamp is under center. Cougars show the blitz and guess the right spot this time. Weir, though, will still get positive yardage to the 47-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Tackle 66, Camden Wingler.
Panthers are conserving the clock right now. Coach Ray will have his quarterback with him, and he'll look down at that play clock and send him out at the appropriate time. Caden Niekamp back in the game. You see Curtis Rigg check out, so that should mean Weir is lined up in a wing. Nope.
He's lined up the fullback. Kind of a full house backfield this time. A couple of blockers out in front for Ippenson, who's going to have the 1st down, spins away, and is taken down at the Cougar 46-yard line. A pickup on the play of 7 yards and a 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central.
16th 1st down. Ippenson now with 48 yards on 6 carries. He and Bachholt look like to be the heir apparents with Grant Hamilton and others a year from now. There's a lot of football to be played yet. Greenfield Northwestern up 21-8 in the second quarter against Cesar-Valier. 21-8.
Greenfield Northwestern leads.
10 seconds on the play clock here as the Panthers come to the line on this 1st and 10 from the Cougar 46. But Rodriguez in motion. They'll hand it off to Ippenson coming back to the right side. Breaks a tackle on his feet, has the 1st down. Cuts back to the middle and now is taken down at the 29-yard line. 17-yard pickup on the play. On the run by Ippenson and a 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central.
He and Weir now both with 65 yards on offense.
Really nice job being patient here. Broke a tackle. He's a big, strong kid.
Yeah, he is.
It's Luke Ippenson.
Bacot looks good when they put him in that position, too. So does Dylan Mountain.
Sun peeks through the clouds just a bit with 8:20 to play. Rodriguez in motion once again, trying to draw the Cougars off sides. But first, West Central wants the timeout. We'll pause as well on the Adams Fiber timeout. Adams Fiber, they keep you connected. Whether it's game day or every day, they provide the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Timeout was taken by West Central here as the Cougars wanted to talk it over a bit. Trailing 37-0 in the fourth quarter with 8:16 to play.
Carrollton's tied it up at the 3:54 mark of the second quarter, and it's 14-14 at Oakwood right now. Oakwood Fithian, I think is how you pronounce that.
Oakwood tied at 14 in the second quarter.
It looks like a week from today we're going to see a contest in a Week 6 rematch.
Yep, does look that way. What was it, 27-6 the last time, I do believe.
I think that's right.
13-0 at halftime, and Panthers scored right before the half.
Big blowout win for Brown County today over Athens. Handoff is to Weir up the middle, keeps the shoulders down and running through arm tackles to the 22-yard line. 7-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 3.
Panthers got a man down on the field, Charlie.
Yeah, that looks to be Briggs Wiskirchen down, and he'll need some attending to here. We'll step aside with 8:07 to play in this fourth quarter. It's Camp Point Central 37, West Central 0.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Bostard Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
Wiskirchen able to make it toward the sideline, a little gingerly on that leg. 8:07 to play in the contest. 37-0 the lead for Camp Point Central on a 2nd and 3 from West Central's 22-yard line. You don't want to see any injuries, but let alone your middle linebacker and starting offensive lineman, and Briggs Wiskirchen has had a tremendous year. He and the trainer will go have a discussion as they'll hand the ball off to Weir. Looks like he has enough for the first down as he'll take it to the 18-yard line. Picks up 4 on the play and keeps the clock moving and the chains moving as well on a 4-yard pickup.
18th first down of the ball game, 76 yards on 13 carries. We'll wrap it up today on the Logan Agri-Service Incorporated scoreboard at the end of the game, the post-game show. Thank you to Ed Logan and his staff for always being a great sponsor for us. Eastland has taken an 8-7 lead on Farmington in the third quarter. That would be an upset.
Ekamp takes the snap, hands it off to Ippenson. Patient on the right-hand side, looks for a block to open up. Now he's along the sideline, and where are they going to mark him out of bounds? It looks like around the 12. Pickup of 6 yards on the play for Ippenson before he's taken out of bounds. Brings up a 2nd down and 4. He's racking up some yardage now.
Yeah, Brown County must have kicked the field goal. They're up 48-0 in the fourth. Practicing it all.
Trying to pitch that shutout.
Update from Quincy University football. Drew Pavin intercepts the ball at the 15-yard line and returns it to the other end, 1-yard line.
7:21 to play as the Panthers break the huddle. Camp hands it off to Weir on the left side. Big hole, and he's going to go for a touchdown. Big hole on that left side, a 12-yard touchdown run, and Zach Weir able to find pay dirt once again for Camp Point Central and extend the lead out to 43-0.
Zach Weir from 12 yards out, fourth quarter action, 7:17 left for another touchdown.
That will institute the running clock as we're able to take it in. And it looks like Rodriguez is going to attempt a kick here. He kicked a long extra point earlier from about 25 yards on the penalty. Cale Niekamp is the holder.
Briggs Westskirchen usually the guy snapping the ball here, I think.
Well, whoever it was, a pretty good snap. Good kick again by Marco Rodriguez to extend the lead to 44-0. Camp Point Central has instituted the running clock. This time on a touchdown run from Zach Weir over the left side from 12 yards out. And with 7:17 to play, they lead West Central 44-0.
Well, no matter what you're looking to buy this fall, we can help you save, including on flannel. We got thread grit men's and women's plaid for under $30, or we got $15 off thread grit jeans. Or take $8 off our wide selection of Wideology big bags of dog food. And it's getting cold out. No matter what size of heater you need, well, we got it, including this one that's under $35. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Zach Weir with another touchdown from 12 yards out this time, and with 7:17 to play in the ball game. The lead is extended to 44-0 for Camp Point Central. That means the clock from this point on will only stop for timeouts, touchdowns, and injuries,
Other 1A scores, Gibson City.
as it's a 40-plus point lead in the second half.
Lena Winslow, 48-14.
I would expect that Brown County Camp Point game to be about a 1 o'clock start time next week.
I would guess that. With the time change tomorrow, don't forget to fall back. But if you wait till 2, it can get dark before the game's over.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be a Friday night matchup. Who knows?
I'd bet not.
Fair catch called for by Hance at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 as they'll run the clock here.
West Central offense, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looks like we'll see some substituting for Camp Point Central as Niekamp will come out of the game. Still looking at Wiskirchen on that sideline, and you never like to have that extended look. Left knee, it kind of looked like to me, Jack.
Yeah.
And more.
Ford will set up under center for West Central on this 1st and 10. Hands the ball off to Clayton. He'll be taken down after a short gain on the play. Jackson Fowler in on the stop, it looked like that time. Out to the 33-yard line, 3-yard pickup on the play for Clayton. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Good to see a young man like Fowler out there making a play. Also out there, Caleb Dinklage is wearing the number 4 on an outside linebacker.
Wishbone formation for the Cougars has Riker Ford, the senior quarterback, sets up under center. Takes the snap, hands to the deep back. That's to Arnold. Arnold makes a man miss. Taken down again by Fowler. Up to the 38-yard line. 5-yard pickup on that run by Arnold. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
14 tough yards for Arnold on 6 carries today. 5:45 and counting left in this one. 44-0. The Ridgeline Sales Group Incorporated scoreboard.
3rd down and 2. Just over 5 minutes to play in the ball game. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Ford's in the gun this time. He's going to keep it on along the right-hand side. Has the 1st down. Now the ball comes out. It's a scramble for it, and who's got it?
First tackle by Chase Barner.
Ball came out after he had gained the yardage needed for the first down. Who was able to dive on it? Teams are pointing both directions, and Camp Point Central, it appears, has recovered this fumble. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central as Bachhold, it looks like the man that comes off the bottom of that pile.
Bachhold has come away with a lot of fumbles this year.
So that'll be a turnover at the 4:56 mark officially of the fourth with the running clock. And from the 41-yard line, it looks like, is where Central will have it. 1st and 10 with the running clock. And lots of new bodies into the game for Camp Point Central.
Yep, lots of new guys coming out there. One of them coming out is Tucker Moeller, wearing the number 44.
As we'll see Brady Whitler in at the quarterback for the Panthers. He had to play a single play earlier back in the first half from his own 1-yard line. He'll set up under center with a double wing formation. Looks like Fowler is the fullback. As they'll put a man in motion, hand it off to Fowler right up the gut. He breaks a couple of tackles. Nice gain on the play. Down to about the 34-yard line. Pick up a 7 yards on the play.
7-yard gain, 2nd down, 3.
2nd down and 3.
Fowler came in that first time he got to carry the ball and fumbled it, so he covered her up really well and picked up 7 that time.
Panthers going to move to 10-0 on the season. Another double-digit winning season for this Panther program, and they've put, a lot of those together in a row, too. Whitler takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Fowler again along the right-hand side. Stood up after a very short gain of about a yard on the play to the 33. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 2 yards to go.
1-yard gain, 3rd down, 2.
Biggest thing the Panthers are looking to do is keep that clock moving. Third down and 2 yards to go, breaking the huddle with 20 seconds still on the play clock. Whitler under center. Barks out the cadence. Takes a snap. Into the second back through this time. Is Mowen on the run. He'll take it down to the 26-yard line.
7-yard gain, 1st and
Picks up
10.
7 and a 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central.
First carry of the day for Dylan Mound.
He is a senior for this squad.
He is.
It's Dylan Mound. Played a lot of different roles over his 4 years. On a 1st and 10. Just over 2 minutes to play. Panthers look to have drawn West Central offsides.
Be the 3rd time today for 15 total yards.
5-yard penalty.
So that'll move the ball down to about the 21-yard line and bring up a
Now for the 21.
1st down and 5. Kruger's still pretty aggressive on the defensive side, so just trying to slow down that defensive rush a bit. Stay tuned for the Logan Agri Service post-game show. We'll have final stats. We'll also name our player of the game, take a look at some scores, and preview the matchup for next week between Camp Point Central and Brown County, as the Panthers are now going to kneel this one out as they look to the play clock to run down as far as they can before they'll set up under center here. West Central going to bow out on the season at 5-5 as the Cougars finish up the year. I want to give a shout out to their seniors who are playing in their final game. Riker Forward, Nathaniel Crook, Luke Coons, Carter Edwin. Those are the seniors for this squad. We call those guys' names quite a bit today. Not a huge senior class, though, so a lot of talent coming back for this West Central squad. And Coach Coltis and company will be working with his team in the offseason to improve on this 5-5 finish. One more kneel down here for Camp Point Central, and this one will be in the books. And Whitler able to kneel it out. And Camp Point Central wins this one by a final of 44-0. They will play Brown County, we think, probably next Saturday. Could be a Friday night. We'll have to wait and see when the official decision gets made. But what we do know is it's going to be a rematch of a game that was a tremendous matchup the first time those two teams matched up. Central got the best of Brown County that time. Hornets looking for some revenge. Panthers looking to continue asserting their dominance in the WIVC. Something's got to give, but we've got to head to the Logan Ag postgame show to wrap up this contest with final stats and our player of the game next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to the Logan Ag postgame show. Final score in this one, a 44-0 win for Camp Point Central over West Central as the Panthers improve to 10-0 on the season. West Central bows out at 5-5 on the year. Camp Point Central jumped out to a 24-0 lead early in the contest. Started out with a 38-yard interception return for a touchdown by Zach Ware. Got the ball twice inside of Cougar territory in that first quarter to take the 24-0 lead. Their only score of the second quarter was a 99-yard drive that started at the 6:20 mark, ended at the 9-second mark. Got the ball to start the second half. A turnover in the second half by Camp Point Central, but able to get a couple of scores as well. Zach Ware with a touchdown to finish it off in this one, and the Panthers win 44-0 to improve to 10-0.
Rick goes 27 yards at the 9:19 mark in the third quarter. Kick by Marco was good. Then Zach Ware 12 yards in the fourth quarter, 7:17 mark, 44-0 on the kick by Marco Rodriguez. For West Central on the day, they raced the ball on the day 33 times, 95 total yards, led by Riker Ford, who carried the ball 15 times, 68 total yards, 6 first downs in the ball game. Tucker Arnold had 14 yards on 6 carries, 8 yards for Eli Crane on 7 carries, 3 carries for Lane Clayton on the day, 5 total yards. Riker Ford, all of his passes came in the first half. He was 4 for 7 for 8 yards, total of 103 total yards in offense, and Tucker Arnold had 9 yards on 3 catches in the first half in that one. For the Panthers, they still ended up 4 of 7 passing as they threw all their passes in the first half, 65 total yards. Rushed the ball 43 times for 282 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people carried the ball, led by Zach Weir, 88 yards and 14 carries. 57 for Curtis Rigg on 9 carries. 34 yards for Cale Niekamp on 4 carries. There was 7 carries for Ippinson on the day for 71 yards, and Caden Niekamp carried the ball 4 times for 17 yards. Fowler carried the ball 3 times for 8 total yards. Dylan Mound with 1 carry for 7 yards. Niekamp on the day, 65 yards passing, 347 total yards in passing. Tate Eichen with the 30-yard pass. Ippinson caught 1 for 19, Rodriguez for 3, and Rigg for 13. Penalties, 13 yards on the Panthers, 15 on the squad from West Central. A very clean ball game by both squads here today.
We will step aside. When we come back, we'll take a look at our player of the game and talk about a little matchup next week with Brown County. That's next on Central Illinois Sports.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Our play of the game is sponsored by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the play by Zach Weir? An interception to start it on the pick 6. A couple of touchdowns on the ground, some good yardage, good blocking as well, playing a little bit out of position at the fullback spot for what he's done this year for the majority of it, but still looked pretty good carrying the ball forward. And he is our player of the game in this one. That sets up a matchup a week from today, likely, between this Camp Point Central squad and the Brown County Hornets. Brown County with a big statement win, a shutout in a running clock, really a complete domination over the Athens Warriors. And Brown County looking to be playing some of their best football here as the postseason has started. Camp Point Central, well, a little banged up on a couple of spots, Jack. You know, Jasper Flessner today, you saw Briggs Wiskirchen go out with an injury. So the Panthers are going to need to get healthy because Brown County was a load. That 27-6 score the last time around, you know, here's the thing. Late in the first half, it was a 6-0 ball game. So, you know, don't take the final necessarily for everything it was. A couple of plays here and there, and that could have been a game that went right down to the wire, and we think it might next week.
Well, I think, you know, when you think about Brown County giving up a score late in the first half, kind of broke their back a little bit. Then Brown County got the kickoff in the third quarter, but they never really got it close, scored late in the ball game, 27-6. The Panthers looked like they dominated. But what about a domination today by Brown County against a very good Athens squad from the Sangamo Conference who plays a lot of bigger schools? And Brown County made a statement win today, but they have to make another statement next week if they're going to move on, and so do the Panthers.
Well, yeah, and the Panthers, I mean, I don't think you can take anything away from a 44-0 win, right? I mean, ho-hum, just kind of another day at the office for Brad Dixon's squad, but 44-0 over a West Central team that's a gritty bunch, and really the first competitive team they've seen in nearly a month.
Well, and look at that West Central squad. They scored, 58 points in 40-something 3 other games coming into this, and they were shut out today. And I think that, you know, champions usually are won on the defensive side of the field. Brown County got the shutout today. Camp Point Central got the shutout today. Something's got to give next week, and we'll have it all for you on Central Illinois Sports.
Should be a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us then. For John and Jack, I'm Charlie Hull. Thanking you for joining us this afternoon as Camp Point Central beats West Central 44-0. It's been another Central Illinois Sports presentation.